I don't think there's any better way for me to conclude my behind-the-scenes tour of one of ITV's most successful and long-running shows, Family Fortunes, than being joined by the star of the show, Les Dennis.
Hiya, how are you doing?
I'm very well for me age. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, thanks. Yeah, I'm amazed that we're still here. I've been here 15 years now. Not literally, I have been home between, but this is my 15th year as host of Family Fortunes, and it seems to go from strength to strength, which is fantastic.
What do you think is the success of it, and why is it so successful?
I think basically the thing about it is that it's more an entertainment show than a quiz show now, and I think that it's one of the games that you can play at home. You do actually want to play along with the survey, and it's not like Mastermind where you can answer one or two questions. With this survey, you think you can answer them all, and you shout at the screen and you laugh at the silly answers that come out. I think it's more that than anything, because we don't give away any huge prizes. I mean, you can say technically a holiday and the car is a great prize, but it's not in the kind of League of Millionaire, that kind of show. We're not so much about money, we're more about entertainment.
But people still queue up to come on the show, don't they?
Yeah, we still get loads of families wanting to come on and maybe end up on Misfortunes as well as on Family Fortunes if they come up with stupid answers.
There's several brands of it now. You had All Celebrity a few weeks ago, which was a huge success in the ratings. Did you enjoy doing that? Because it was different, wasn't it?
I did enjoy it. Well, we had actually, a few years ago, we used to do them at Christmas, like a Christmas special, and they were kind of pantomime-based shows, and we'd get celebrities together. But I did enjoy them very much, and I think it's given the show a new lease of life. It gives it a different spin. We did one the other day, which was live for this morning, for the last day of this morning, which was a lot of fun.
I saw that. That was very good, actually, and it was amazing because you did it from Nottingham, and they were in London, and they had two teams, and you were looking one way and the other way.
It was the weirdest thing to do because obviously I've got a monitor of them, but it was almost like being. I think Laurence Olivier once played this kind of Time Lord in the musical Time, and he was just a hologram. It was like being a hologram because I just had to kind of like look over to where Richard would be standing and look over where Judy would be standing, but obviously ad lib with the situation as well. It was fun, but it was seat of your pants time.
Yeah, I mean, it was making history as well. It was the last ever Richard and Judy.
Yeah, it was nice, really nice to be asked to be involved in that last show. Yeah, because we made history with them at the National Television Awards as well. We were there when on stage when Judy revealed all.
Yeah, she made a bit of a boo of herself, really, didn't she?
She's great. She's fantastic because she mentioned it. When we said what was the most unusual thing that happened on this morning, she said it straight away. When I lost my top on the Television Awards.
Has anything that embarrassing ever happened to you so publicly on a live show as well?
Well, we record with Family Fortunes, so I'm saved from any embarrassment, and I do make sure I check my flies. Every performer checks their flies before they go on anyway, so no is the answer, but it's a great show to do in the sense that you can never predict what's going to happen.
Do you still enjoy it? I mean, as you say, you've been doing it for yonks now. I mean, do you ever get bored and think, right, let's move on?
Well, no, I don't, because it takes 3 weeks of the year for me. 3 weeks I'm here, now it's about 12 days that we do it in, because we do up to 3 shows a day. So then I'm finished and I'm free to do things the rest of the year. I think if I was doing it day in, day out, then yeah, I might get bored, but no, not at all. I think as long as the show is seen by the public as still having an appeal and it still seems to be, as touch wood, as fresh as ever, then I'll go on doing it.
Now, the thing that some people forget is that you didn't start doing game shows, you didn't start doing any of this, you did comedy to begin with, didn't you, as well?
I did. I actually started as a comedy impressionist, around the working men's clubs when I left school a long time ago, and that was great. It was great to be a stand-up, and we didn't call it a stand-up in those days, that's the kind of new term for it. It was called Me Act. I used to do Me Act round the clubs, round Nottingham, round North West, all over the country. I used to travel all over, and then I was lucky enough to get onto Russ Abbott's Madhouse after I'd paid my dues and learnt my craft, really, and then joined up with Dustin G and had a comedy partnership with him. So I still do stand up, and I still go back to my roots and make sure that I perform in front of live audiences, and that's great as well.
Do you enjoy that more than doing game shows?
No, I don't. I'm lucky in my job to get to do a lot of different things. I mean, this year I did the a production of the play Misery, which was based on the Stephen King, and I played the part that James Caan had played in the movie. So I get a really varied career, and I'm maybe doing a play in London next that will be quite challenging and quite arty. So I'm lucky to be able to do lots of things, and I think it's important to make sure you do.
You are very versatile, and we'll come back to the voices at the end. I can't leave you without having a Mavis, but we'll come back to that in a bit. Sorry?
I've killed her off. She's gone to the Lake District, hasn't she? And she's fallen down a fell, I should think, Mavis.
You can't possibly do that. That's outrageous. I mean, there's so many things we could talk about. We could talk about the last time I saw you, which was in summer season at Blackpool. Yeah. That was a great show. You were with Sue Pollard and Roy Walker. Yeah, that was the last summer season I did. That was 1995, and it's no reflection on the show. It was a great show, and I loved working with Roy and Sue. I've worked with Sue. I did a play with Sue before that. Don't Dress for Dinner. We toured that, and she is brilliant, and she's great fun. I had a great time doing that, but I don't do summer season anymore, and I've for the last few years I haven't done pantomime. I've just kind of wanted to concentrate on other things. What do you want to do? I mean, do you just want to keep doing everything? Because as you say, it's not taking up a massive amount of time. It's on for ages on the telly, but you're doing so many in such a short space of time. Well, that's why I want to do varied things. You know, I do some voice work for a kids a preschool animation series for ITV. I've done a film which comes out later this year. Well, I've done 2 films now, but the second one that I've done called Large, in which I play typecast. I play Steve, who works for the Birmingham Home Shopping Channel. So and that's a teen movie, and I think it's going to be very outrageously funny and outrageously rude. Is it all done in a Birmingham accent? I do. Well, it's going to put Birmingham on the comedy map if it isn't already. I think it, with the Grimleys and shows like that, it's already a very funny. I think it's a funny accent. It lends itself very well to comedy. We all like to laugh at people from Brum, don't we? I mean, let's be honest. Laugh with people from Brum, and that's as a game show host, you should know you never laugh at anybody. You laugh with them. Talking of which, silly answer's your favourite? We've had so many. I think my favourite ever was when the guy came to the lockout and the question was, name something associated with Dracula, and he said Bob Monkhouse. Straight off, he was the first one to say it. It wasn't like he was running out of ideas or answers. Name a bird with a long neck, Naomi Campbell. On this series, we've had some great ones. Name something a dog can do that you wish you could do. And this woman came straight out of the lockout and said pee in public. I said if it's up there, I'll give you the money myself. We looked, and it was. So really? I have to send her a cheque. Do you really send them the money out your own pocket? It's only happened. That's the second time it's happened, and the first time I did honour it, and we had the lady that was back on the show, and she said the cheque had bounced, which I think was a joke, but we presented her with another cheque. It's been great talking to you today. Can I shake your hand, by the way? You can. Not because I've interviewed you, because of Amanda. I mean, you're the luckiest man on earth. I am. She's absolutely gorgeous. Please give her my love, won't you? I will, definitely. She's lovely. And before we go, Mavis. Oh, Mavis. Well, this is... I can't do it anymore. Well, I have. I've just done it, haven't I? Just for you. Fabulous talking to you today, Les Dennis. Cheers. Thanks, Alex.